So, it has been a long time since I've posted anything on here. I am 2.5 years post-op now, almost, and I'm doing fantastic. I don't want to stand up because I am in my pajamas still. Um, let's see, I have left my husband, moved in with my boyfriend, live in a adorable, cute apartment in a awesome area. I have a new job. I'm a logistics supervisor um, at a very large company around North America. There's about 25,000 employees. My employees love me. They tell me all the time that they enjoy working with me. One of them is going to Midnight and told me that she wished I was going with her. Um, as for surgery, I work out 3 times a week most of the time. I eat normal now. I drink coffee, tea. I eat normal food. I still eat chocolate, I still eat candy, but it's all about moderation now. I've had no regain in over a year. Um, and I mean, I fluctuate between 175 and 180, and I have since I got down to 180. So it doesn't matter to me. I'm happy and I'm comfortable. I'm trying to go to the gym more, but it's not always easy with time and whatnot. But this new shift really accommodates me going in the mornings before work, because I don't start work till 4. So that's really nice. And Andrew, my boyfriend, and I, sorry, it's work. Andrew, my boyfriend, and I go twice a week together, and then on Wednesdays I go by myself. But now one of my employees is going to start going with me, which will be really nice. In the summer we stayed super active. We bought bikes and we traveled a lot and did a lot of walking. We spent a day in Point Pelee and biked the entire thing, which is about 8 kilometers, and had just like a blast all summer, doing a lot of active things without really realizing you're being active, walking around Toronto, going to the beach, stuff like that. So life is good and life is fantastic. I decided to do this post today because somebody was making a comment on Reddit about how weight loss surgery patients who have blogs end up falling off the face of the earth, and they're assuming that it's because our regain is too evident, and that studies show that weight loss surgery is not effective and that long term you gain it all back. So I wanted to show that long term, 3 years out, almost 3 years out, weight loss or weight regain is not necessarily true. I know that we hear a lot about people who have had bad experiences with surgery, and I hear a lot about people who regret it, and not everybody does, and it's not the right choice for everyone. And I don't agree with how they've made it this huge industry in the States. I think that the way that Canada does it, and I'm sorry, UK and Europe people and people on the other side of the world, I don't know how you guys handle it there. I just know how Canada and the US do. And in Canada, it's a huge process. You have to have, or at least in Ontario, you have to have approval from a social worker, a dietitian, a nurse, before you even meet with your surgeon. And then your surgeon goes over your file and meets with you. And it took me 2 years to get approval. Not because there's anything wrong with me, but because you had to get the green light from everybody, and you have to see these people more than once before they say that you're mentally safe to do it and that you're ready for it. And unfortunately, in the U.S., you can go in and you have the money, and you just get to go and get cut open and have all these things changed without them really checking if you're mentally prepared for this surgery. And you have to be mentally prepared for this surgery, or you're not going to succeed. If you're not ready to make the changes and you're not mentally and emotionally healthy enough to handle the changes, because there are a lot of changes. It's not even just about food. But first, if your relationship with food is bad, you're not necessarily going to succeed, because the surgery is just a tool. It doesn't automatically change how you think and how you feel about food and how you eat. You have to consciously make those changes. And it's hard. I mean, I never had a huge issue with food. I didn't have a bad relationship with it. When I worked afternoon shifts earlier in my life, I was with somebody who we ate a lot of shit food. And that I already had a weight problem at that point in my life, so it wasn't good. Now, I was concerned at first going on this shift, but my partner now, he is fantastic, and if I don't make something in the slow cooker, he'll make dinner, so I have something healthy when I get home, so I'm not stopping at fast food restaurants. And I always bring a healthy lunch with me to work, so I'm not going out for fast food at work. And I bring my own food so that I'm making sure I'm eating the right things all the time. Working in the country for 3 years really made me learn to pack a lunch every day, which is something I never did before, working out there. And that was before surgery, so that really helped me in that sense, that I wasn't going out and going to fast food or going out for crappy meals all the time. And having the support system, like, you have to have a support system for mentally, because you have, not only do you have all these issues with food, but then when you go and you lose all the weight, you have all these skin issues, and you get body issues, and you get body dysmorphia, because you go from being a very large person to a very small person in a short amount of time, and it messes with your head, and it's hard, because you look at yourself in the mirror and you don't always recognize who you are. I'll walk by a window and go, huh, that girl's cute, and go, there's nobody, that was me. And, like, it's weird, because I don't always recognize myself. People who knew me before don't recognize me. Like, my new job, I'm working with drivers that I used to work with years and years ago. I work in logistics. And one of them came in the other day, and I recognized him. I didn't say anything to him. And he has no idea who I am. And we used to talk all the time when he was in my office. So I just wanted to say that I'm doing good, and I'm happy, and, like, ridiculously happy, and healthy. And that's the key, is that I'm healthy. And I don't regret my choice, and I'm not regaining. So for all of you people out there who think weight loss surgery is a giant mistake, and you've never had it, or you've never known anybody who's had success, success is possible, but you need to be prepared for it.